Nah, we're not doing this today. Nah. There we go. That's a lot better. Hello. We aren't in a cave anymore. As you can see, we're getting natural light in here. I'm taking off the glasses too. I just wanted to change things up for this formula today. So the reasoning for that is that why not? I know some of you hate change. You're like, oh, go back to the cave. No, because listen to yourself speak for a moment. Go back to the cave. No. Anyways, I'll stop dragging this out. Today, we're going to be listening to some of my Discord server's favorite songs. Okay? This is my Discord server right here. I'm gonna put it there later, so you'll see it in the video. Yes, it's great. There's a link to it on my YouTube channel. Check that out. And yeah, it's just gonna be a great, fun time. So I asked them some of their favorite songs, and I'm going to be reviewing them, talking about them, and not putting them in a tier list, because that would make people very, very angry. Okay, so let's start doing stuff now. I'll stop talking, I'll shut up, and we can just listen to some good music. Okay, first off, we got Magnetica from JoJo. Now, where do I begin with this one? The song is very interesting. I'll say that right off the bat. It's a very interesting song. I like the blend of orchestral, electronic, and rock all at once. That's a very nice blend. A positive thing about it, I will say, is that it has very good instrumentation. There was the right instrument selected for the right job. It's really good, and I can see it really fitting for the JoJo aspect of it and what it was intended for. Now, time to get to a few of the downsides here. The song just has a lot of build-up. It just has too much build-up for me to really get into it. The song has a lot of excessive build-up for not even climaxes that are that great. And I want to talk about that too here for a minute. The final climax of the song just felt a little underwhelming, but I was like, okay, I'll hear it out. I'll wait, because maybe this is like a fake climax, where then it'll get to the real massive climax. But no, it just resolved after that. So I will say that is a little bit for me, but overall, for its intended purpose, I could definitely see this working and fitting, and it's actually not that bad. Like, I know that in the end here, I'm really talking pretty negatively about it, but it's not that bad of a song. It's actually pretty good, and I just love the genre combinations. It's really nice. So that's what I think about Magnetica from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I don't know exactly which volume or whatever, but that's what I think about it. It's a decent, good soundtrack song. So yeah. Anyways, moving on. Okay, next up we got Living in a Nightmare by Blacklite District. This song is, and I hate to say it because it's a really nice song, but to me it just sounded like every other metal or rock song. It just didn't have much of an original aspect to it, in my opinion. It maintained the same structure as most rock songs do, where it's intro, chorus, melody, or whatever, verse, chorus, build up, chorus. That's all that I could really see out of it. I will say that it has very good vocals. The vocals are really nice on that. I love the layering. The layering is really nice on the song. It was a really enjoyable song to listen to. And it's written in a minor key, except there's just one point in the chorus where they, on this one like resolution point within the chorus before repeating a certain section again, They change it to major for like 2 notes, but that's really effective. It's really effective. Because it's just like, oh, what was it? It was like, to kill the pain. Well, that may sound minor, except what they did was that they had layering to make it a major third on top of that in relation to the key. So it would change it to major, but then go right back to minor. It was really effective. So that's really nice. What else is there? The build-ups were nice. It didn't possess the problem that I saw with Magnetica, where it was too much excessive build-up. This one had the right build-up at the right moments for the right amount of time. And that's very important in songwriting, and I can say from personal experience. Build-up is good, it's very effective, and it helps create like drops, and helps make your drops more effective. But by making too much unnecessary build-up, and I will say that there is some times when build-up is a good thing, and a lot of build-up is really good, but by having too much of it, it really kills the drop, because people aren't like, oh, there it is. No, it makes them more like, oh my god, finally, there it is, that took a while. So, Blacklite District's Living in a Nightmare it's good. I really like it's kind of just your average rock song. So I'd say it's a pretty decent rock song. So good job there. So anyways, now we're gonna be moving on to the next one. Okay, next up we have John Gomm's Dream Factories. Now, this song is very interesting because it is mostly all done using a guitar. So from what I picked up, there is 3 main instruments here. There is his guitar, obviously. There's him singing, obviously, so I count those as 2 different instruments. But there's also background synths that are added in post-editing, I would assume. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, they did seem necessary for a few parts of the song, as the synths did have a few solos. But this is a longer song, I guess I should say. So I'm gonna just kind of cut it down real brief. The song's nice. It tells a nice story, and the skill and technique that John Gomm, I believe I'm pronouncing that right, uses with his guitar is quite interesting and really intricate. He can make it a percussion instrument. He uses it for guitar purposes, obviously. But what really impressed me the most was during a bridge section. With one hand, he would be doing the percussion, but with the other hand, he would be playing the guitar. So he would be doing the guitar one-handed, doing a few notes and chords, and I found that really, really cool, really interesting. So I think that it's a very interesting song. I can't say much in terms of comparison because I don't listen to this type of music, but it was very interesting. I believe I've said that so many times now, but it was. The only way for me to put it is interesting. The music was interestingly written. It told a nice story. He is a great singer. He's a great guitarist, obviously. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say. It was just a really unique, different experience for me because I don't listen to this type of music. So it was really cool for me to be able to see that because I'm not a guitarist either. So it was really cool. So I rate that higher up on the scale. So yeah, not bad. This is the greatest song I've ever heard in my life. This is the peak of humanity. This is it. As a society, if we collapsed right now, we would be perfectly fine because this existed. This is what mankind has been working for thousands of years. Yes. It's excellent. Okay, and then we have Big Iron by Marty Robbins. I've actually listened to this song before this, so I am aware of it, so I can talk about it a lot more in depth. But I really like this song. I really like it. It's from the album Gunfighter Ballads, so it's a bunch of songs based on Western ideas. So it was really neat, and what Marty did with this song is he made a really great story about sheriff, outlaw, you know how the whole scenario goes. But it's a really nice song. I love the guitar strumming the entire time. You can hear a upright bass, and then also the choir has really talented people in it, because when they go ooh, you can really hear the bass in that, and their bassist, their vocal bassist is really talented. But yeah, I genuinely like the song. It's really nice. It tells a nice, good, well written story. It's structured nice. The melody is nice. I love the chord progression. It's a nice song. So that's what I think about Big Iron by Marty Robbins. It's pretty good. Okay, and then we have the Avengers theme, which I don't think I need to explain it to you. It's the Avengers theme. Everyone's heard it. Now, the Avengers theme is actually really intricate with all these really small parts. So obviously, there's the ba 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 da na 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 na, which everyone knows, but the full song is actually very cool, very well orchestrated. I really like the fact where it's around 2 minutes in, I believe. They add like a drummer, but the drummer comes in at such a unconventional time that it's so incredibly effective, where they just go away on one of the hi-hats and the bass drum at sometimes. It's really effective. And then it drops out for a little bit, but then everything really builds up to that climax of obviously the part that everyone knows and loves about the Avengers theme. And then it kind of dwindles down and ends from there. But it's really cool, actually. The full song is really cool. And I don't really know who made it. Let's see. Who wrote the Avengers? Alan Silvestri. Yeah, okay, Alan Silvestri. He did a really nice job with the orchestration, and the theme at the beginning of the song, the dun 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 dun, that is actually present throughout the entire song by a second or third violin or viola part or whatever part it is, cello part, I don't know, but it's present throughout the entire song. And it's just kind of this underlying layer that really helps build the song. And then there's the climax, which I've said before is the main part. But that is actually present very lightly throughout the song before that, actually, building up and hinting to when it will be at its fullest. So I really find that to be a nice touch, and I really love it when musicians and composers do that, where there's this one theme that they kind of hang on to or hint at before you hear the real thing, or after you hear the real thing. It's really nice. So the Avengers theme is really nicely written. It's pretty good. Okay, now I'm going to talk about my favorite songs. So I'm going to list 2 here. Now, I want to start off by saying that I really like Will Wood. If you saw my video, I'm the main character, where I lip sync with it, you would obviously see that I'm pretty enthusiastic about his music. And I just really like the way it's written. So I want to talk about one Will Wood song, and then one song that is half written and composed by Tally Hall, which is also a similar band, which I also really like. So from Will Wood, I would like to talk about, not I'm the main character, but I want to talk about Memento Mori. That song is great in its own way here. So what's great about Memento Mori is that it's a humorous yet dark song where it's talking about a dark topic, but it's written so humorously with the intent to be funny that you just can't help but laugh at it. And that is what I love about that song. Now, Memento Mori, I'm just going to break it down. There's a leading piano part, or a piano part that leads at some points and accompanies at others. And I don't know the specific people in Will Wood's band or a group or whatever, but whoever does, or whoever's in the brass section, they are very, very talented. Their skills with their instruments is obviously there. They are, and I can't help but praise this song so much because the melody is it's such a nice melody, and I love the fact how in the beginning of the song it's nice and calm, and then for the middle it's just chaos. It is chaotically funny, and then it goes back to calm, chaotically funny again, and then it ends off being calm again. I just love songs with massive contrast like that, and you'll see that in my second favorite song, but I just love it because it's so funny. It's literally about death, but it's presented in such a form that's like, well, you're gonna die one day, just keep that in mind, that it's so funny. So that is one of my favorite songs. It's Memento Mori by Will Wood. Now the other one, my other favorite song, which I said was partially written by Tally Hall, is called Dream Suite in C Major. Now, you can already tell that it's going to be a good song when there's a pun in the title. And in case you didn't know the pun, C major, the letter C. Well, it's written as S-E-A. So it's C major, as in the ocean. Yeah, I'm not funny, I get it. Okay, now, I love this song. It is, I think, 7 minutes long, but I love it because there's such great contrast in it. The beginning is nice and calm, and then it speeds up greatly in the first section with the string low. And yeah, all that. But then it slows down again in a section that is French, then speeds up again, and then it goes to the section about the whale or whatever, and then the ending part, which is calm, and then the main melody, but in a new form. Now, this song is actually a recap of the entire album, which is called Hawaii Part 2. It's a really nice album. I suggest you listen to it. But I really, really love this song just because of its great contrast, and then also its genius melody and in musical writing. It's great. So in the last section of the song, when it's after the part is wholly ending, a line in any final song, so long, so far. Thank you. But there is the part where it goes bye, hi, sigh, oh, why, and that is really nice because it goes from the 1 chord in C major to the 4 major, and then it actually changes it to the 4 minor, which is so nice in musical writing. If you want to get me on board with whatever song you're writing, give it that 4 major to 4 minor. It's so nice. I think that National Park from Pokemon, which one was it? I forget which Pokemon it was, but it was the National Park from one of the Pokemon games. That song contains that element too, and I really love that song as well. So just something to keep in mind there if you're a musician like me. But it's such a nice song, man. It's so nice. I can't express my love for the song, because it has puns here and there. It has elements from other songs in the album, and then it also hints at other ideas in the album that were telling an overall story. So I really, really, really like it. It's really nice, and that's why it's one of my favorite songs. So now, time to wrap this thing up and finally get down to the recap. Okay, really, really quick recap. All of these songs that my Discord server sent me, right here again, they're good songs, and then like the one that we heard earlier, it's actually pretty funny, some of them are, but, yeah, so, bottom line here is that there's so much music in this world that sometimes you just have to ask other people what their favorite songs are, and then you'll be able to find new types of music which you may have not been exposed to or heard before, and that could become your new favorite type of music. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I know that my Discord server did. So if you want to join it, we do stuff like this all the time. So I'll make sure to have a link somewhere to my Discord server that you can have. But anyways, their music is great. I love my Discord server dearly. They're great friends. So go ahead, hop in there, join it. You got nothing to lose. But anyways, ladies, gentlemen, musicians, and whatnot, thank you for watching today's video. And hey, if you want to see more of this, leave a like, leave a comment saying that you want more. It helps me out a lot. Subscribe to the channel for more stuff like this too. And yeah, so it's just a real great time. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.